Yo, what's up, man? Frankie Diamonds TV. I'm gonna be back making some more visual videos, but until then, fuck it. Now, as you can see, Pharrell posed on GQ recently and on this title, and as you can see, if there's anyone who's ever doubted that there's an agenda, rather it's a gay agenda or agenda about emasculation of men, then I don't know what this is. If you don't, you're blind to this, because this is just the title speaks for itself. New masculinity, and I'm not insinuating Pharrell's sexuality or what. Pharrell's a dope producer. Am I disappointed? Not really, because I don't look at Pharrell like he was ever a leader of black men or a leader of men in general. He's just a good producer. He's an artist. He makes good music. Nothing more, nothing less. I've never even really been interested in Pharrell outside of music. I've never heard an interview, never seen anything outside of films. I mean, outside of music. But he speaks a bunch of gibberish in this interview. He doesn't really, they beat around the bush. They're not really talking about any fucking thing. But I definitely don't think he defines masculinity for the millennial or the average man in the 21st century. We've come to the point where they've been emasculating men for the last 40 years. They even came up with a term, metrosexual, and I'm not talking about just getting pedicures and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself if that's what you do. But when it comes to putting on a dress, that will never be masculine. I'm sorry. You're not gonna tell me that's masculinity. Call me old fashioned or traditional, but that's bullshit. Those dresses were designed to be worn by women, females, people who were born with vaginas, not the male body. The male anatomy was not designed to wear a dress. Facts. So I mean, you can put them on if you want to, but like I say, I look at it and I think of how confusing couldn't this be for the children. You used to be able to protect your child's innocence as long as you could, and you can hide stuff from them. It's kind of hard now. I mean, I grew up in the '90s, and my parents couldn't protect my innocence, but for so long, I knew Santa Claus was a jig around 6, 7 years old. I remember snooping through my dad's porn collection, at a young age. You can't hide anything. These kids have cell phones now. I mean, how can you even go into a grocery store and they walk past this magazine on the stand and they're like, hold up, is that Pharrell? It looks like this dress looks like one of your grandmother's blankets. But you can't even protect the kids' innocence anymore. I mean, they're just putting this shit out, and it's ridiculous how much. And I mean, this is the first thing I seen when I got on Instagram and it was reposted, and I'm like, no, the fuck he didn't. And he's married, by the way. His wife name is Helen. You do the math. I don't know too many sisters named Helen. I mean, she might be black. I don't know. I didn't fact check, but yeah, this is definitely the agenda is definitely being forced, and they only do this to people who are really influential, people who have big fan bases, and Pharrell has a big fan base. Pharrell is one of the most influential artists of this, century. I mean, he's got hits like Happy and all of that. I mean, people fucking love Pharrell. And Pharrell's wife is black, actually. Okay, I see it right now. She's cute. Yeah, she's cute. But that doesn't matter. Either way, there's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this. And I mean, like I said, you can let it slide, but I mean, I'm not disappointed because I would have to actually have expectations. But they definitely go for the influential people to put on dresses and shit like that. I just want to know, how much did they pay him? How much did they pay Pharrell to put on this fucking blanket dress? I've never seen him wear a dress before. So I'm like, there's no way he thought of this. The wardrobe stylist in GQ said, "Hey, put this on and see what this is like." You know, let's take your measurements right quick. You know what I mean? Because I've never seen Pharrell put on a dress. I've seen him put on some different kind of stuff, but never a dress per se. I mean, I don't even think I've ever seen him wear a kilt. No, I never even seen him wear a kilt before. But yeah, this was definitely crazy. Oh shit, man. Yeah, we are under attack, man. Masculinity is under attack, and they've been ripping men down, and it's not even just a dress thing. It can be a man who comes home from jail. He can't find a job, and he feels useless. He feels less of a man because he can't provide for his woman and his kids. The system is so foul and rigged, and then now you got these kids out here confused with their fashion, where it's okay to wear kilts and dresses and walk around with purses and it's normal, you know. And this stuff isn't normal. You just been immune to it. You're so desensitized to it, you know. And I see a guy with a purse now, it doesn't even make me flinch. I don't even think twice about it, you know. But 20 years ago, I would have been like, what the fuck? So, I mean, we're getting accustomed to it. That's the crazy thing. It's not even a big deal. But I mean, I mean, maybe because it was Pharrell, that's why it kind of bugged me out. But I mean, yeah, check out the the GQ article. I'll put the link in the description, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Pharrell is wearing dresses. I just want to know how much my nigga got paid. I'm out.